بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
But, a lot of converts are coming to Islam here. You're talking about 20% of all Muslims in the United States, those 4 or 5 million people are converts. And third of those converts are African Americans. But white Caucasians and especially women now a big chunk of the new comer, a new convert. And they stated some of the reasons behind this movement, social movement, sociology things, a lot of it because Islam tradition is very simple, equality, racism is an issue. African American, of course, the people who oppress them, they were Christian, the white Christians, so they look at Islam as a savior. No priesthood, there is no hierarchy there. And there are also the discipline. Some people, they find some discipline structure in Islam. And there are also no salvation, which is very hard to swallow for a lot of people. So we have here our guest here, Manuela Gattuso. She is a convert for a few years and really has an amazing personal story. We got to chat a little bit, Facebook and all that, and I really was intrigued by her attitude and her posting, and it's an amazing energy inspired of Islamophobia in this country, and how this post 9/11 craze that people are actually still converting to Islam. Welcome to Balahdan, Manuela. It's really very nice for you to come here. I know it's a long drive, and I see the henna on your hand is very, very nice, very beautiful, very colorful. But a lot of women in this country are converting to Islam. And you should tell us about your person attraction and where it is coming from.
Well, because I saw women covering, and that in my past I was not covering, and wearing short shorts and tank top and all that. Also, I was doing like drugs and alcohol and stuff like that.
Oh, fun stuff.
Not fun stuff, no. Haram stuff. And
you're talking about young age, and a lot of people
young
into that.
Age, yeah. When I was like 15, I started doing all that stuff.
A little bit too young.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when I turned 19, I was like, you know what, this is it, this is done. I have to start respecting myself as a woman, and also have dignity and have morals, And I went to the mosque, and...
But before your childhood, it wasn't easy things. I mean, your parents and you have a rough time as far as
yes,
a child in relationship with their parents.
Yes, I did. Well, I grew up in a dysfunctional family, and it was a lot of yelling and hitting and stuff like that. And my mom got abused, and I saw that. My mom got abused, and my dad hit me and my sister as well. And it was just a difficult childhood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine, a young child seeing the only person you trust hitting your mother or hitting yourself. So you were kind of a troubling kid. Then you moved out, you lived away, and you started the journey of rebellious.
Rebellious, yeah. Because at the age of 15, they got divorced, and I was just like, oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
And so that's when I started like looking for approval for guys, and started doing drugs and just to numb myself,
So you were looking for a father figure. So you get into men. You trusted men than anybody else.
Right. Right. And it was horrible.
So you had, go ahead, tell us your first encounter with men.
Well, my first encounter of men was I was raped. And yeah, I was drunk and I got raped and everything like that.
That's not a good,
my first
it's a horrible encounter.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't want to ask silly questions about how you feel, but you know, that's a traumatic experience for a young lady. So,
Right.
How did you overcome that?
I overcome that through therapy. I went to therapy for like a couple of years, and then after that, I just let it go, like God, and let go. You know, so that's what I did.
You met with a young Muslims who introduced you to the Islam on mosque. Am I correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I met this guy, and he took me to the mosque, and that's how I saw like how the women, you know, cover and respect themselves. And I was like, wow, you know, that's so beautiful, you know? Here I am doing what I'm doing, and I see them like respecting themselves and having, you know, dignity, you know?
It's interesting because
Yeah.
a lot of American, this white predominant white culture will look at the cover and hijab as a symbol of oppression,
Yeah.
and, this oppressed woman. And you look at it as self-respect.
Yeah, I did. Because, you know, I was just getting so tired.
Yeah.
You know,
We've done this.
Done. I'm like over and done with all this, you know, life. And so I was like, you know what, this is it. This is done. I have to make a change, you know? And the same day I got married, I became Muslim. I was like, you know what, I want to become Muslim that day. So I just became Muslim that day.
No, you know, some of the American non-Muslim or white or relatives of the comfort, they always kind of think their kids convert to Islam or their friends convert to Islam because they want to please their man.
No. It's because I was
Their
really,
boyfriend or all that.
No, not me. I really wanted to just like be done with all that stuff and start, you know,
New
fresh.
husband, new religion, new dress.
Right.
That's pretty nice. How about a new car? And
Why not?
why not? A new house and get the material things too. But that's nice. So you got married to this young Muslims, and what happened next?
What happened next is like after maybe 1 year or 2 years of our marriage, I had my son, you know, and everything was okay. Obviously, you know. But then after that, after I had my son, he changed.
Who changed?
Yeah.
The husband?
My husband changed. And he started abusing me, you know, and everything like that. And it was
so it really doesn't matter, Muslim or not Muslim.
Muslim or not Muslim.
Men they are abusers.
Yes, they are. It doesn't matter what culture or whatever religion, whatever, they're abusive, you know. So, and I dealt with that for like many years.
Well, how do you deal with it? Because I'm sure your family or your friends will tell you, I told you so.
Yeah, they were. They were like, I told you so. You should marry that Arab.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like.
The Muslim Arab.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I know he's different. You know, he's this guy. He's so nice. He's kind and everything like that. And then I found out, like, no, he's not kind. He's just
like any other man.
Another man, yeah. So,
but you know, did he ask you to forget about this Muslim thing?
No.
Enough of this, man.
No, because like, you know, that's what helped me to keep strong. Islam, Allah helped me to keep strong.
Interesting.
You know, and you know, it's nothing wrong with the religion. It's wrong with the person. You know, a lot of people mix that up.
Muslim and Islam.
Right.
I don't know the difference.
Yeah, they don't. They're
like Islamic people.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, it's amazing how when a colored person or a Muslim or an Arab or non-white does or misbehave or does a negative things, they condemn the whole culture.
They do, which is
not
sad.
the other way around. When a white person like Zimmerman or commit a crime or misbehave, we look at psychoanalysis of
the
individual.
person.
Yeah,
they don't look at the religion.
No, they look. He was abused, was liar. You know, he didn't have enough gift at Christmas or something, you know, something personal.
Exactly.
They never. So you face that. You face people telling you, "We told you so." you really what's happening is the religion, not the people. And you stood there and you said, no.
There's nothing wrong with the religion. It's the person, not the religion.
What is inside the religion beside the fact women are respecting their body? What else you find in Islam that really was so empowering to you as a young woman?
They're so devoted, you know, like we are so devoted in our religion. We pray 5 times a day, you know, we fast in Ramadan and everything like that. And it's beautiful, you know. And
it's palatable, it's part of your life.
Yes, it's part of my life, yeah. We don't just like go to church one day and then, you know, be done, you know. And like, oh, we're going to drink and do whatever we want to do, you know.
Especially, you know, a lot of comfort coming from African Americans. They talk about that. They speak to that experience of the segregation of religion. Like there is no other time with this country has been more segregation than 11 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, the black church, white church, and all that. So that was an attraction for African American. You are from the dominant culture, and people might accuse you, you left the privilege of being white, you know.
No.
And they think Christianity is part of the privilege.
Right.
By leaving it to those colored people religion, you kind of lift your privilege.
No, never. I'm still American, and I always will be, you know, but I'm just very different, that's all.
Also set of belief.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Let's keep on going. And you know, now you left the second man. You have how many kids?
I have 2 kids.
Okay. So how do you relationship with kids, and how do you raise them and all that?
Oh, I raised them Muslim, of course. You know, the only way. And
what ages are they?
My son, one Ali, is 10, and Amin is 2.
Ali and Amin. That's nice.
Yeah.
Ali and Amin.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Okay, so they still very young.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say I raise them as Muslim, what does that mean?
I raise them to pray 5 times a day, not to harm things, you know, fear Allah, you know, things that they need to know. And I used to take Ali to, like, you know, Islamic schools and stuff like that. So
how do people look at you now, you know, from the Muslim community themselves? Sometimes they look as you are a newcomer, you're one of them. Are you integrated? Do you feel like they treat you different?
I don't feel like that at all. I feel like they all welcome me with like open arms and open heart, you know.
That's the name of our show, With Open Arms.
Really?
So, same here.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about the non-Muslim, your neighborhood, your relatives? And when you tell them I converted to Islam, what kind of look they give you? What kind
They're
of
like,
wish?
really?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful religion. And they're like, oh, you know, you're going to have to do this and cover and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what's wrong with covering?
Why covering a woman's head or face so terrifying to a lot of most Americans? What is about, you know, in the 30s and the 40s, European and women were covered.
Yeah.
They have a scarf. And it was nice and beautiful and fashionable.
I think what makes them scared is like they're going to lose their freedom.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to be like, oh, they're being oppressed, and here's this poor Muslim, and everything like that. And it's like, no.
Yeah, you can do anything.
You can do anything you want. You can have your own character. You can have anything. You know, you can be yourself.
With that cover.
With cover.
But that was a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I don't want to romanticize the hijab, but the function of dress has a symbol and has a culture behind it. You know, it just tells you who you are and what your identity is.
Right.
And a lot of women look at hijab that is liberating.
It is very liberating.
You know, you don't have to be a sex object, and now you decide what you want to be. Not the fashion industry, not Victoria's Secret, not all this billions of dollars spent to tell women what to dress.
Exactly.
Isn't that as oppressive as the tradition itself?
That is. I don't know. It's just, why? Why? You're only here to please God. That's the only person.
Not men.
Not men. You know. That's the only person you're supposed to please. Is Allah.
And you know, the Pew Research showed that